The most challenging thing about a small bedroom is it is prone to clutter. You always try to organize and declutter it. However, the mess will always be back. Then you begin to wonder what or who is the culprit. Well, this perpetual plight might happen because of the limited storage you have in your room. No wonder you tend to use any reachable surface to set down things, which end up collecting clutter. If that is what you're dealing with, you need to stroll around these 12 hidden storage ideas to declutter your small bedroom mess. Following the previous video, the list is also presented for you by Simphone.com. Number 12. The hidden toy boxes. The best way to eradicate clutter is by investing in some storage like a dresser or a closet. However, they may ruin the foot traffic and make your small bedroom feel more cramped. Therefore, you need to build or purchase storage that stays flush with the existing decor. These drawers, for example, stay flush with the wall. You probably will not notice them since you think that they are part of the wainscoting. Isn't it amazing? However, you can build these drawers if you have knee walls because they provide ample space for storage. Do not forget to install the same wainscoting panel to the front to camouflage them. Number 11. The hidden header cabinet. You may think that the headboard will just gobble up the valuable space in your bedroom. Nothing could be further from the truth. This headboard will not take up space. In fact, it provides ample storage instead. It has several shelves that you can use to store books or any other thing. You can get it in stores or make it yourself. You just need to assemble some boards for the outer frame. Then create the shelves. Make sure they can fit into the frame snugly. Install casters at the bottom so that the shelves can easily slide when you pull them out. Number 10. Build in a cabinet literally inside the wall. Sleeping in the attic may not give you much choice. You have to downsize the furniture to make extra space for the bed and other stuff. Then how can you organize your clothes if you do not have any closet? You may think that you cannot do anything with it. That is not true. Every finished attic features knee walls that you can use to create hidden storage. This is how it works. First, you need to get a dresser. Then, trim off the front edge and the overhanging ends to make it slide easily into the wall. Next, create a smooth and flat base by cutting off the feet. You may also need to trim the dresser a bit if necessary. This way, it can slide smoothly into the wall without bumping into the roof rafters. If you do this, you will also need to close the gap that you have cut. Finally, apply any finish you like to the dresser. Next, cut out the wallboard to create an opening for the dresser. After that, remove the interfaces and install 2 support braces on the floor. Finally, you can insert the dresser and screw it to the wall. Number 9. The floating desk idea from DIY Huntress. If your bedroom lacks floor space, you can save some by making a floating desk. This way, you can have your private home office despite the small room. Even better, you can add hidden storage that will help you eradicate clutter. First, you can begin with creating the top and bottom by assembling 3 1 foot by 4 feet by 6 feet laminate boards. You will need a lot of glue and clamps in this step. While waiting for the glue to dry, you can begin to make the support for your desk by screwing some 2 feet by 6 feet boards to the wall. Once the support is ready, screw the top and bottom to it. After that, install the hinge door, and that's it. Number 8. The IKEA Windows Bench. Expedit shelving unit from IKEA is not only versatile, but also durable. You can even turn it into a window bench. You just need to install 6 Capita legs on one side to add extra height. After that, get an MDF board and top it with foam. Then layer the foam with quilt batting before adding fabric. Next, secure it with a staple gun. Finally, top that shelving unit with the cushion and screw it to make it stay in place. Or, if your window space is something you can't deal with anymore, you can consider learning the chest trunks from Nick and Alicia. To make this chest, you will need some boards, lid supports, and piano hinges. You can also top it with a cushion to turn it into a comfortable bench. Number 7. The comfy bed idea with extra drawers. Besides a shelving unit, you can also turn 2 old dressers into a platform bed with storage. First, you need to cut the dressers to size. After that, you can paint them the color of your choice. You may also need to adjust their heights so that they stay flush. After that, arrange the drawers. You can screw 2 pieces of the drawers to secure them in place. Next, top them with a plywood board and then a mattress. You will see a pretty large opening under the bed. The choice is yours. You can leave it that way, or you can install a sliding door to conceal it. Number 6. The simple cupboard idea with a hidden workspace. Having a private office in a bedroom is such a good idea. However, the small space does not allow you to make it tangible. Well, that's not true. You can make your built-in cupboard work harder. Just grab a desk and a chair and place them in it. Create some shelves to hold your clothes and files, and you're good to go. You can also install doors that conceal them. Number 5. The inset jewelry cabinet idea. Storing your jewelry in drawers does not solve your problem with clutter. You move it to another place, which may become worse someday. According to Rebecca, all you need to do to follow the project is first to measure and pre-drill all the holes before screwing in 5/8 of an inch cup hooks. Then level the paint stick and air nail it into the cabinet. It is recommended that you do one paint stick at a time, adding the necklaces, air nailing it, and then deciding where the next one should go. It will be the easiest method to organize the necklaces. Later, you can choose Minwax Dark Walnut as the stain and screw them in place. If you want, you can also add a mirror to the cabinet door to conceal the new cabinet. Number 4. The lovely sliding mirror idea. Instead of installing them separately, which can take up more wall space, you had better have both of them in the same spot. This cupboard is the best solution. According to the author, the overall cost of this job was about $25, using some paint on hand and inexpensive 1x2 and 1x4 boards. The drawer sliders, $12, were the most expensive item, but they were well worth it. For around the same price, you could get hinges, a knob, and a magnetic clasp. Number 3. The wooden floor with extra secret storage. You may think that staying low is beneficial for a bedroom with limited space. Have you ever thought that adding some height can be a great idea in this type of room? By adding some height, you can use the space underneath as hidden storage. This bedroom, for example, features a platform bed with drawers. You can also find stairs to access the bed. The last step features hinges that enable you to lift the floor. Surprisingly, you will find ample storage space underneath. Number 2. Adopt inspiring inside from this bedroom by Van Life Customs. Traveling around the world sounds amazing. However, are you ready to leave the comfort of your bedroom? If you want to bring the coziness along with you, you can try this idea taken from Van Life Customs. This van provides everything you need on a daily basis despite the minute space. First, you need to create a platform bed to raise your bed a few feet off the floor. This way, you can have more storage space. Shove the bed to one side so. You will find a gap on another side, which is perfect for storage space. Just add some boards and hinges so that you can open and close the gap easily. Besides, the lids expand the bed, adding more comfort to your sleeping space. Before I finish this countdown, support the channel by pressing subscribe button under the video. Please keep us in your subscription tabs for more home and garden improvement ideas like this. And finally, let's close our countdown with... Lastly, number 1. Take the cute dressing vanity with full height mirror and light. To construct the bottom shelf, which will have a drawer, on the left there is a shelf, and on the right there's a drawer. This unit is 3 feet 2 inches length by 9.25 inches wide by 9.25 inches deep. You need to use a wood French cleat method to hang the unit. It's just 2 pieces with 45-degree angles that connect. One side is fastened to the rear of the item you want to hang, directly to the other side, and put to the back of the item you want to hang, with the angle facing down. After that, add a drawer. To do so, move the thickness of the drawer from the width. Then construct the drawer box to that size. The box is made of 1x4s and the drawer is bottom of the 1x4-inch MDF sheet. All of the pieces were clamped together, bonded, then brad nailed together. To replicate the top board with hooks, mirror, and light vertical hidden shelf and finishing, follow the source link provided inside the description. That's it for now. Since you're still watching this video, press the like button, comment it, or share it with anyone close to you on your favorite social media channel. Browse and follow the Symphone website for more awesome content related to home and decor ideas. Until we meet again, later, sometime in the future. Thanks for watching.